BLURLOCK HOLMEZ. I'm on the case. I got this. I got this. What's up, Blur here for a Blur diary. So it has been made. I'm gonna document the rest of my life. I'm gonna video document for the rest of my life. Get into photography, all sorts of stuff. This is day 4 off the 2 antidepressants and the hyperactive brain sedative Seroquel. And see, when I went on the psych meds, I look at it like this, like someone that goes on like an opiate for like physical pain, they get addicted, right? The psych meds, like antidepressants, like I signed into the hospital because someone hurt me so bad that it was unbearable. So I signed into the hospital and they put me on medication for 8 days. It's like, here's pain that's unbearable, so here is something that will ease the pain. Okay, that sounds good. So for 8 days, I was in there during Hurricane Sandy too. It was a good experience. It was fun in there, man. I did art. I sang karaoke, man. It was fun being around people. And so that's why I made the vow to go off the medication, to quit caffeine, and the vow to be a holy warrior on Palm Sunday. Today's Wednesday. So I made the vow. I knew what to expect going off this medication. So my emotions are crazy. I feel pretty good though. I mean, look at me now. I mean, I felt real emotional like an hour ago. Last night I couldn't sleep, but it all passes. And pain has a threshold, but the psych meds are different than an addiction. They call it a crutch. Like, you really don't, like a lot of times, like I really don't need it. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be better off it. So life is about to begin, so I'm over the heartbreak. I had contact with God again for the second time, and God finally told me what to do. I've been isolated and alone from human contact pretty much 90% of the time for over a decade, right? So I'm finally getting out into the world. What happened, the transformation, when God told me what to do, when I made contact, I tell you, it was like out of Constantine, man. I mean, like, this is wicked stuff. Like, this is like bonkers, this stuff. The transformation, this happens to millions of people all over the world. I'm not special. What happens is your life is stagnant, right? You're not moving, you're not doing anything with your life. And then all of a sudden you transform and it's like, you can never sit still again. I am going to keep moving till the end. I cannot sit still anymore. And this is beautiful for me, because I realize it's spring and summertime right now. It's still cold. It's still cold. I'm getting sick of the cold. I was at the gas station. I'm like trying to hide out, get out of the shade and stuff. And the Green Day song said, you can't go forcing something if it's just not right. Which brings me to a point of, be aware that life is lessons. That's what life is, right? So, something comes into your life that tries to teach you a lesson. You want to learn that lesson within one shot. You don't want it to hit you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times till you learn the lesson. So I'm making you aware of this. Be aware that life is magical. Lessons are going to come your way every single day. There's going to be lessons that are going to come to you. If you don't learn them, it's going to keep happening. So that like hit me. That reminded me of lessons. That Green Day saying, you can't go forcing something if it's just not right. I've learned to live off my intuition, my heart, my brain. Just let it run. So I'm going to do this documentary in New York. Then I'm going to Hollywood, California to do the documentary, which I gotta say, like, this winter coming up in New York, I'm not doing it. I'm not staying in the house anymore. I am alive. I am experiencing life. I am going to Hollywood. I am not dealing with the cold. In Hollywood, there's a big mission that I have to do. No, nothing to do with love or a girl. Nothing to do with that. It's something to do with the second season of Searching for God that I have to do. It has to be done in Hollywood, California. It's awesome. This is going to be a hardcore documentation of struggle. Documentary is weird. It takes time. The blood cross. The wood blood cross. Documentation takes time, and I'm going to try to step away from religion during this documentation because, I don't know, it's weird, but documentation is hard because you got to get used to it. It's like a craft. Like, I'm having a problem documenting my struggles because when I struggle, I can't focus. I have ADHD. My struggles, I can't focus. I'm drained. I can't move. And it's like I can't figure out how to document it yet. But it's happening. April 7th, I go to Times Square to be reborn. What reborn means by the gods, I mean a real reborning. What it means is that I'm already transforming. I'm in this rebirth phase. When I'm reborn, when the clock strikes midnight, time in Times Square, this is very significant. Time begins for my life. I need this. Reborn by the gods, what it means. I mean, and this is cool. This could happen to you. I will become the person that I would be in the afterlife. Meaning my personality and the way I express myself and my actions and the way I feel about everything is going to be like holy warrior purified. Like I need this. This is my heart's desire to walk away from sin. I'm not doing this just because this is what they say God wants for us. I've been trying to do this 40 days, 40 nights thing, like just obedient. I'm just gonna be honest, like masturbation. I could never completely give it up. I'm sick of it, man. The 40 days, 40 nights thing, you know what happened? This is what happened. Lent just passed, right? The real 40 days, 40 nights. It starts like February something, right? I tried to go off my medications for the Lent, right? The medication wasn't the problem. I made it 11 days strong. I was feeling amazing. And then I messed up. I backed up because of the anxiety, the stress, and the tension. I backed up on my obedience, celibacy, the lust. And I was so hard on myself and I got depressed. But now I just did penance. God told me what to do finally. Finally, to give me a command. Everything is different now. I will not break. It's not happening. God saved my soul. My soul was gone for 14 years. I had to live terrified every day. If I died, I knew I wasn't secure and safe, set up for the afterlife. I felt like soul death. Like I felt it every day. And I begged to the gods, not religion, to the gods. You pray, you feel it. You get a personal relationship with God. You're God. Everyone is different. Everyone is unique and individualized. What works for me might not or probably will not work for you, but we're all here to try our best to figure it out. So through me, if something I say really clicks to change your life, do it. If it changes, if it feels right, do it. The diary, I don't want to mess things up and get off track here, but I'm on track. Today's Wednesday, March 27th. I have 11 days to go, and the time is going slow. I cannot and will not break to make it to Times Square. This is going to be a hardcore documentation of my third contact with God. It's going to be hardcore, wicked, epic. Like, I'm talking the most extreme, one of the most extreme documentations of a madman going to connect in contact with God. Because the truth is, you gotta be mad to fully believe, blind faith, to have that passion for God, to really know that there's a real afterlife, that God loves us, and that we are safe, and that we are warriors, and we have this battle against evil here, that people are losing their souls, right? Like, this is really happening, and it's like, you have to be a little mental to really believe 100%. It takes time to get to that level. Like, you have to go through a lot of stuff. So if you seeing how much I believe helps you believe, and it's a domino effect, let's do this, because we're all unique, and we all have our place where we could change the world and benefit someone else's life. And it's so cool. What's so cool about it is that it's so, like, complicated, so complex, and so intelligent. I'm sick of how the world, like, there's a lot of stuff that makes believing in God and faith, makes it look like it's a wimpy thing to do. And it's not. It's epic, man. It's higher intelligence. We get to become smarter from believing in God. Why wouldn't you want that? Become a genius. We're evolving. We're at the 2013. We are at the future right now. I have this feeling in the 2020s, everything's going to be different, man. We are going to be different. Which brings me to this one problem. This one problem that would be easy to solve. One of the biggest problems of being human and humanity right now, all this famine, and that we can't share food and water, is keeping us so devolved. We could solve this problem so easily. The people that have the money, the government, why do they just want more money and greedy power that is going to make them suffer in a couple of years? Time is short. You want money, you want material things, you want that wealth, you want that power, you want that ego, you want all this stuff that doesn't matter because time is so short in human life. Our real birth is when this ends. So this one problem that we can't seem to solve, it's ridiculous seeing those photos of those children that have no food that I seen yesterday in the other countries. It's insane. It's unfathomable. I can't even take it. How people are starving and have no water and security and shelter and clothing when we have an overabundance. It makes no sense. And these people that crave power, you want real power? Let's feed and quench everyone's thirst. And let everyone have nutrition so that we can, you know what happens then when we do this? We start to venture out into the universe. It becomes an everyday thing, going out into the universe. Don't people that crave power want that? Let's get out there. If we can't fix this and have everyone to have food and water, we're devolved. We can't evolve in intelligence because it's a simple problem. We have an overabundance of food and water. Let's spread it out. It's so simple. Chilling with a Blur diary. Everything is on track. I know there must be someone out there that wants me to do this. I can't believe that everyone wants me to fail and doubts what I'm trying to do and just hurts me. And I mean, like, everyone connected, like, that I message and they don't message me back, and it's like crazy. Like, I feel like everyone wants me to fail and die, and it's just, that's a crazy piece of the world. I don't know why it's like that. Chilling with BLURLOCK HOLMEZ. Let's find it out.